Good morning, Arizona. It's 9 minutes after 8 on your Friday. November is National Diabetes Awareness Month, with November 14th as World Diabetes Day. More than 30 million Americans live with the disease, and about a third of the population are actually undiagnosed. But new research is helping people who are living with diabetes better manage it themselves. Larry Randall is joining us this morning. He says he's found out that he was diabetic about 20 years ago, but things have really changed over the years. So good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you.
When you first got this revelation, I mean, how had you been feeling? Was it a surprise to you? And how do you process that?
No, I really wasn't feeling bad. I was awfully thirsty. That's one of the signs.
Okay.
And I was scheduled to see my general practitioner, and he figured out right away what it was.
Okay.
The difficulty for me was that I took it too casually.
Oh.
And it wasn't until 4 or 5 years ago that my wife and I decided we needed to get serious about it. And that's when I enrolled in the Sun Health Pre-Diabetes Management Program. And that made all the difference in the world.
So, I mean, you're making choices all day, every day about what you eat, how you manage your sugar levels, and realizing what your body needs and what really puts you in a compromised state. So what did they teach you to do, and how has it changed how you feel?
Well, the program is quite comprehensive. Nutrition, weight management, portions was a big deal for me.
Okay.
And interestingly enough, my wife and I, when we go out to eat, generally either split a meal or both take a meal home for the next night. Drinking a lot of water, getting a lot of exercise. It's fairly basic stuff. It's just that I tend to lose focus, and that's where I get in trouble.
It's funny how easily those changes can be made once you put your mind to it, right?
Yes.
Does it feel good to you to know that you're taking control of your own health and you know, not letting this get away from you? Because we know that the results of diabetes long term can be, I mean, extremely traumatic.
Certainly. It wasn't until I went through the program that I realized I really wasn't taking control.
Okay.
And then it started in kind of little steps. And I got quite discouraged, quite honestly. But the Sun Health staff and my wife kept at me. And over about 6 months from taking the program, I lost 73 pounds.
Wow.
Blood pressure changed significantly. I was down 2 shirt sizes. And now the issue is to stay there.
Yeah.
And not gain. And that's kind of a daily struggle. I weigh myself every day, and I pay attention to it.
Okay.
And typically I fall off the wagon, then get back on, and
That's how it goes.
do it all over again. Right.
Well, diabetes aside, does your wife say, hey, you're looking really handsome after all of this?
She does say that.
I would think so, Larry.
You figured that out right away.
The wives get to encourage in the most sweet of ways. Well, I'm happy that you're doing so well, and thank you so much for sharing that with us. We know a lot of folks at home are dealing with a diagnosis such as this, or maybe they're pre-diabetic tests, and we know that it can be overwhelming. What are you going to eat? How do you make those changes so you're in the kitchen to share some of that?
That's right. You know what? A lot of people think that diabetes is all about diet, right? You can't eat this, you can't eat that. But this morning we're here with Susan Welter from Sun Health Wellness. She actually holds classes on teaching people what is okay to eat, what will work, because there's a lot of myths, right, and misconceptions when it comes to diabetics and food and drinks.
Yes, yeah, there are actually, and a lot of people think that a person with diabetes can't have any carbohydrates or need to really severely restrict their carbs or can't have sweets or chocolate. And so people who go through our program, they understand that those are myths, and they can broaden their diet and their eating habits.
That is wonderful. So these are several things you've done in your class with Larry, and obviously Larry, you said, was such a great success in your class.
Yes.
Talk about one of the misconceptions. You talk about chocolate, and I'm like, this is okay for diabetics to eat?
Absolutely. And this is actually kind of a healthy version of chocolate. So we used a dark chocolate, and the darker the chocolate, the lower the sugar count and the higher the fiber.
Okay.
And chocolate, the dark chocolate actually helps to lower insulin resistance.
Okay.
And what's unique about these chocolate and dried fruit and nut clusters is we mix some spices in there, so some ginger, some cinnamon, and a little bit of cayenne for a little bit of kick, but also the cayenne pepper helps with appetite control.
Oh, okay. Okay, so all these things, not just for flavor, but have a purpose.
Yes.
Okay, very
absolutely.
good. Now talk about this. Normally we think of a parfait, it has fruit, it has granola. You put vegetables and protein, a different kind of protein in this.
Yeah, so this is a little twist on the typical yogurt parfaits, and this is a savory version. So a lot of times, again, there's so much sugar that's added to the fruit and the typical yogurt, sweetened yogurts. So this is a plain Greek yogurt, which is higher in protein and lower in carbohydrate, and we add some vegetable layers and top it off with a savory granola made from rice crackers, some fresh herbs, and olive oil, and a little bit of lemon zest.
Wow.
So very tasty.
And what does this do for, it gives you a little bit of everything then, your greens and also your dairy as well as your protein.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a great way to start the day with vegetables, because we always promote vegetables and fruit.
And it looks like Larry liked that one a lot. Did well for him. Let's talk about a drink. Turmeric, we've heard the benefits of that overall anyways.
Yes. So our ice cubes melted, but they were ice cubes made from turmeric, cucumber, and lime. And a lot of people have thought about turmeric and adding more turmeric in their diet, but people ask, well, how do I add it? What do I add it to? So there's a lot of different dishes to add it to, but making simple ice cubes, we promote a lot of water. You know, people need to drink more water.
And
so
what does that taste like?
It tastes great. Yeah, it's very refreshing.
All right, so I'm going to taste this, and I'm not going to make a face.
Well,
she says, well, okay, let's try it. It tastes like cucumber water. That's what it tastes like. All right, and then I get the benefits for it too.
Yes,
well, thank you so much. If folks want to sign up
welcome.
for some classes, that's what you guys do at Sun Health.
That's what we do, yes. And they can visit our website at sunhealthwellness.org.
Very good, and we'll put all the information on azfamily.com. You ready to cheer me on this?
Yes.
All right.
Let's go for it.
Cucumber melted ice.
Yes.
We'll be right back, guys.